busy season being over, we took ourselves a little vacation and went down to Mexico. Went down to a small town and sampled some street food and camped out on the beach and put our feet in the ocean and just let life be for a little while. Didn't look at the news, didn't look at what was going on. We just kind of took our time, enjoyed the sun, enjoyed the stars. Had a wonderful time. There's some video and some photographs I put up, and I guess you're seeing some examples of those now. But it gave a nice place to restart for a little while, just to plug back into our hearts, our minds, our souls, and the world, the actual world, not the confusing political upheaval and everything going on. We found a place of peace. And oddly enough, we met people from a bunch of different countries, some from the U.S., some from Europe, some from Asia, all just there with the same kind of goal. And we found some binding there. We found that we agreed about life and about soul and about nurturing. We had some lovely conversations, some great sleep, and some beautiful views. I'm a very wealthy man for the experiences that I get in this life. So that's my first moment of gratitude for this day. Just wanted to get that out there first. So I watched the Mike Tyson fight last night. And honestly, Jake, the guy he was fighting, I had never really heard of him before. I don't really follow the fight game. But of course, I grew up in the Mike Tyson era. And when he was a superstar, when he was all anybody wanted to talk about, he was sports. He was the athlete of the world. And what I saw made me sad. That's really the long and short of it. It just made me sad. I watched the entire card, and there were some magnificent fights leading up to the money draw. And for the first two rounds, you could see a spark of the old Mike Tyson, of Iron Mike there, in this wizened, aged man's body. Time, doesn't let up on anyone. And he put in a good moment or two. But then he clearly lost his step. He clearly lost his balance. There is a shot near the end in one of the final rounds, and he goes to the corner, and he throws his head back and just screams in frustration that his body won't do what his mind wants it to. And that moment broke my heart. And for a little while, I cursed myself for even watching, and Netflix for even putting it on. Here was a warrior. Here was a celebrity, an athlete, a flawed man, naturally, of course, but someone who has sought forgiveness. And here he is realizing that man isn't him anymore. His life has changed, his body has changed, his mind has changed. And that man is dead. I have changed what my life equals many times in the past. It's never easy. It's hard to face. But there comes a point when you realize, okay, that person really doesn't exist anymore. And here is a new life and a new path to go forward on. I don't know Mike Tyson. I don't know his heart. I don't know what his next path may be. I hope that he finds a good one. I hope that he finds more than fans. I hope that he finds love on his path and can make something of it. But for myself, I felt that frustration. I'm a little bit older than he is, and I have felt that frustration in just doing normal tasks in my life, things I simply cannot do anymore. And that includes my work. But as the person that I am and the passion that I have, we move forward as best we can. We pick up the new roads where they present themselves. I didn't go out. I never intended to lead seance, to do the kind of mentalist, spooky kind of show that I am presenting right now. But my feet are on a stage, and that's what I've loved. And the one other moment that really touched me, Jake, the contender, he came in all flashy and in a car and with his, his entourage around him and the music playing and the hype machine going as hard as it could. And Mike came out by himself, more or less, came out stoic, feet planted, his face on the path leading to the ring. And when he went through the ropes and put his feet on that canvas, there was his heart. There was everything he had lived his entire life for. He found himself home again. And I recognized that too. Your home never really leaves from in here. This is where you'll find it. Now, the venue you place it in, the place where you take to make your stand, whether it's fighting on a canvas or painting on one, that's where you have to come to terms with the man, with the person that you are, and the person that you may become. And that's really all I have to say about that fight. It left me sad for Mike. It left me sad for Jake. It made me sad for the anguish that I felt in the people in that building. But I'm trying to learn from it. And I'm writing it. And I'm looking at it from all the angles that I possibly can. Keep making your art. Turn your frustration and your anger into a new creation, both in yourself and in what your hands and your heart make. That's really all I can tell you now. I'll see you on the next one. I hope there's love where you are.